Now Rob Zimmermann will be reading some poetry.
Restless night. Tonight the building is restless. Every gust of wind outside pushes me away from the wall, concrete and cold, that I lay against. Every gust is another blow to my back. I cower near the violent wall for an hour until it gives in. The wind dies down and everything is still. The people upstairs start to fuck and it startles me. I push myself flat against the wall to move with their rhythm. I want to feel them fuck. I climax as they climax. I shy away when we're finished like a shamed lover, pushed aside with the passion is spent. The wall is emotionless, silent. I curl up, I sleep. With closed eyes. He creeps through the cracked door. His movement is soundless and cuts into the darkness. She remains in their bed, eyes closed, as her husband gets under the covers. The depression of his weight forces her back to lean against him. She lays still, eyes closed, as she has for many nights. Her husband puts an arm around her waist, and she feels comforted. He is forgiven for his smell, whiskey in another woman's bed. She has nothing without him. She sleeps, eyes closed. Alone in the dark. I'm not afraid of the dark anymore. No longer do I hide under my blankets when the shadows tower across my room. If they really are monsters in here, come get me. I fight back now. I've fought more dangerous monsters over the years than what the shadows hold. Divorce, fighting, and frightening silences. With years of not knowing when the next battle would begin, I learned to control the darkness. Poised upright in my bed, eyes wide open, adjusting, shadows would gain form. Sometimes it was a baseball bat, other times a good solid chair stood near. The darkness was no longer to be feared. It concealed my fear. My anticipation heightened. The kitchen table scrapes on the tile just the wrong way. Which will it be tonight? The bed or the chair?
I'm allergic to.
One house over. My friendship with my cousin started when I was 13. I got to know her through the nights I spent next door in her summer house. I would hang out with her family that she had made despite her split past. My split present, only one house over. That battlefield felt farther away during those summer nights. Memories of my first drink and my happiness happened with my cousin. Being in her house was my escape. For years, we talked through the darkness that I pushed away, while we would let the sun rise. Even during the day, we distanced ourselves from my house while we hiked. Just before sundown, we always came back. The battlefield always awaited our arrival. She is my favorite cousin for what she's done. She is my sister. Change of address. You do not live here anymore. Yet, every time I walk down the driveway and open the mailbox, you are there. I shuffle through the letters, the flyers, all the other garbage, only to see your name, Kurt. The mail might be from the state, though you haven't worked for them in 4 years. It might be a catalog that you never knew you signed up for. It might be an impersonal Christmas card addressed to Mr. and Mrs. Kurt. Whatever those papers say, when I open the mailbox, I see your face. It's garbage mail to me. Signed, your son. Dad, I don't know who you are. I feel like I've never known you, and until now, I never fully realized how much it hurts. Every time Mom says, "You're so much like your dad," I feel like I've been shot. I can't bear being compared to you, an asshole. One who will try to hide a secret life from those who already know about it. You had another woman, and we all had our problems already. Just leave faster before it gets out of hand. My mom isn't implying any of this, and yet it's the only thing I know. I'm sure there are positive elements to who you are. Did I see them and block them out? Or was I not exposed to the good side you had? We are stubborn, and it doesn't help in this feud. But that's where our similarity stops. I wonder every time that I'm told I'm like you, whether I'm growing into a man who has the deepest hatred, or into a man whom I never knew, your son. After the last conversation, he hasn't seen what he left behind. There's a mess of pain and disjointed memories scattered through the years leading up to his departure. The family was torn apart and the childhood was cut short. He doesn't look at the damage left in his wake. His son, now a young man, struggles through each day, trying to make the best of what he has. The past is a model of what he doesn't want to become. He was written off by his son after proving he is ignorant of the mistakes he made. Each day brings him one step away from his past, and the farther he gets, the more the past becomes real. The gates keeping out the truth burst open during their last conversation. The memories that have tormented are too strong to be held back any longer. He is engulfed in confusion. He wonders if he can redeem himself, if he can make amends. Stuck. It's hard to be stuck in the North Country. It's hard to be stuck for months in the North Country when you know somebody is bedridden 400 miles away. He lay in a bed in his apartment all day long. When things got worse, he went to lay in the hospital. I heard all this through the phone. It was my constant source of pain and guilt. I'm stuck up here. Don't say they don't care anymore. His body, his life had been fading away in front of our eyes for years. I helped out when I could. I once spent a week there. It was a sleepless week when his wife was stricken with pneumonia. It was taxing on my spirit. I felt how she lives her life. Don't tell me I don't care. You weren't there. Neither was your brother. I was there each night for them. He suffered every day more than anyone should, stuck in his body. I suffered every day, stuck in my mind. I broke down once. Sometime later, I ended up stuck to the floor. The guilt flooded out of me, and uncontrollable tremors locked me in my body. Is that what he felt for all those years? I've witnessed the progress of the disease. His hands shook, then his legs. Eventually, he couldn't walk anymore, or even feed himself. In the end, a grunt of acknowledgement was made to my father, the man who made my life hell, the man who was everything I shouldn't be. Even he got to be there in the end, when I was hundreds of miles away, knowing my grandfather was slowly passing on. Your blue suit. I put on your blue suit last night. It didn't fit me. My shoulders are too broad and the buttons didn't reach their holes. I kept it on regardless, imagining you. I can see you decked out in blue. All three pieces are lying on your strong frame. You're at a wedding, wearing the yarmulke I found in the jacket pocket. I see you dancing with Grandma all night long. It was ages ago. I've never seen you dance. By the time my memories of you began, you had difficulties walking. I won't picture you battling the disease, trapped in the blue easy chair, helpless. I won't let your memory be limp, hanging in my closet. You filled out this suit like I do. You were strong.